after the touchdown. This is taken near the 13. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 to score as they start 1st and 10.
Here we go. 50. Mike 50. I'm coming.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Well, partner, let's put a bow on the Super Bowl for Kansas City. What a comeback win. Yet another come-from-behind victory for Patrick Mahomes and company. An absolute heartbreak for San Francisco.
Didn't Madden predict Kansas City would win the game?
Yes, 35-31, I believe they predicted.
I felt like most of the predictions I saw had the game in the 30s, so a little bit lower scoring than we expected. But a lot of fireworks down the stretch, all by Kansas City. But how about San Francisco? Had the lead in the ball, under 12 minutes to go, and held Kansas City to 10 points through 3 quarters. And somehow they're winging their way back to San Francisco, trying to understand how they lost that game.
Yeah, not only did Kansas City win it, but they end up winning it by 11 points. Mahomes hit, he lost the football, and the Raiders pick it up. And the Raiders are X. Touchdown.
Entering settings screen, you have 18 options. Menu narration option is set to off is selected.
Y'all already know what time it is, huh? Playing skills, you did. Playing skills. Ice on the wrist, car on the wrist, hole in the wrist, watch how I flip, watch how I whip, I'm in the whip, hole in the wrist, I never switch, ice on the wrist, car on the wrist, hole in the wrist, watch how I flip, watch how I whip, I'm in the whip, hole in the wrist, I never switch, ice in the wrist, I get the money but I never switch. They saying you switch cause you won't get it. You know they came from the bottom and now we is lit. You was lit, I gotta get it, I gotta get it. You hating cause ice on the wrist, why bet you wanna be fat?
With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our 2 quarterbacks, certainly 2 of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Here's Will Lutz ready to get this one started. And we are underway from the Superdome. This will be taken short. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. On 1st and 10, here's Vic. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. A bad start there. A big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's 2nd down. That's called setting the tone right away.
It certainly is, and it lets you know just how important communication is amongst the offensive line. They talk about it all the time, knowing each other's moves. You've got to be coordinated and in sync. Otherwise, your quarterback gets hit.
So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive. Vic readies to throw. And that is incomplete. So the defense able on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
They will indeed go for it. Vic rolling to his right. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Picked by Ted Hendricks. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts.
That's it.
And some nifty running right away as he'll get this up past the 30. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2. On 2nd down, Dickerson. And he'll go down at the 28. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
And Brandon, you know that expression? He just does what he does? It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL. And all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key first downs and big runs.
Now Johnson. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Running from the gun, Johnson. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more.
Hey, 43, 43, 15.
On 3rd down, Dickerson. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. It's a first down following a gain of 3. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10.
Attack, attack! Hey, 15, 15, 15.
Now they'll throw with Mahomes. Now he'll escape to his left. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Ronnie Lott, the Hall of Famer, with a pick. And he will bring it out past the 20-yard line. Well, not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon, intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school is he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. From the 29, Vick escaping the pressure right. Now he'll pull it down. A good decision in the end to pull it and run, get some 9 yards and a first. The last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced the ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a Dolphin is confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
14 yards is the pickup there at a Raider first. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Meanwhile here, a run on first down really backfires as he's going to be brought down well behind the line of scrimmage. That'll go as a loss of 5, and it'll be a 2nd and long. On play action, Vick. He'll buy some time right. He'll try and run it. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd. On 3rd down, Vick. He's got his man Sharp complete. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. The Raiders with the football here to begin quarter number 2. No score after 1 on EA Sports. Vick to throw on 4th down. Flushed out right. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now here's Vick. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Deion Sanders.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
That one complete to Hill. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down. Mahomes now on 1st down. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Holt. Call that a very strong gain of 24. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Now here's Mahomes. Screenplay, Johnson. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's second and 11. Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. Steps away to his left. He's going to take off with it. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a third down. Mahomes going to pull it out and keep it himself. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. The third down run gets him nothing. On fourth down, here's Brett Kern to punt the football away. .158 left to play till we hit halftime. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando and Jonathan Coachman. Coach will have highlights and analysis of this first half, one that's featured no touchdowns as of yet on either side.
So his job's a little bit easier for this halftime.
Need to give the coach some highlights here.
Yes, we do.
14 yards is the pickup there at a Raider first. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. It's caught inside the 25. A big play that time for the Raiders, 45 yards. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for first and 10. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. Give him 3 on the keeper there, and it is second down. On second and 7, Vick. That is caught by Moss for an Oakland touchdown. Randy Moss there to make the grab as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Vinatieri connecting on the extra point. And it's now a 7-0 game. And here's Vinatieri now to kick it away after the touchdown. It's a short kick, taking it to 15. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. There was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You could never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. Line of scrimmage, the 31, as they line up second and 10. Here's Mahomes to throw. Intercepted. It's the Pro Bowler Luke Kuechly that picks it. And he takes this one back into the end. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Now the elder statesman of the NFL, Adam Vinatieri, set to get us started. And we are underway from the Superdome. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
At their own 17-yard line.
Set, hut, 18 Gator, 18 Gator. Check.
A first down throw coming for Vic. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had to fly, just sending the guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're
weaving through traffic, and now he's free. 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. A great play there. 83 yards. And his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Vinatieri able to tack on the PAT. And that makes the score 7-0. And here's Vinatieri now to kick it away after the touchdown. It's a short kick, taken at the 15. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
Here we go.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Mike 50, Mike 50, Mike 50. It's a party now. Over. Mike 50, Mike 50. We wind him up.
Here's Watson.
Check back.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Ryan Shazier got in that time, the first-round pick of 2014. Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a second down and 17. Back to throw, Watson. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Calvin Johnson, the intended receiver. And it's third down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Now Watson. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. That's Luke Kuechly with a sack.
no doubt that's a very good play defensively right there, because you've always got to be aware that he can take off and make a big play with his legs. How about the way they were able to contain him? That also tells me the coverage was excellent downfield. And that's what friends are for.
As the returner, you know who you're buying dinner for later.
Oh, without a doubt, because he just took care of you and your team in a big way. You know, you turn it over there, that's a big momentum changer and put your defense in a bad spot.
And he'll be down at the 46. So they go from 146 to the other on a pickup of 8. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. On the ground, this is Saquon Barkley. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he can even get started. From the gun on third, Watson. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked by Mel Renfro, the Hall of Famer. Gets by him, and now a little daylight. There he goes, left side. And the Raiders are in for...
You don't want smoke, dog. You don't want problems. Yeah, you don't want problems. You don't want smoke, dog. You don't want problems. No, I said you don't want problems. You don't want smoke, dog. You don't want. Call us dangerous. Ain't too many can play with us.
With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Just about time to rock as Toe gets ready to meet leather. And we are underway from Cincinnati. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
Set, ready, for the base. Blue gas, blue extreme.
Vic operating on first down. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And that'll wind me. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. They'll try the left side. Dickerson. So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9. Play action now, Vic. They'll roll him out right.
Oh, boy, he got a favorable spot there. The guys on the sidelines were raising their hands over their head and clasping their hands to signal safety. But the official marked it just outside the end zone at the 1-yard line.
Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15, and the Bengals will take over in terrific field position. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Mahomes going to throw. Got a man. It's Randy Moss, complete. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
Check. You go tight. You got tight.
The first carry for the legend, it's Bo Jackson. He winds up getting only a couple there, down to the 29.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading the play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Mahomes looks to throw on 3rd down. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Calvin Johnson, 29 yards, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turned into his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym preparing for the fight. Now we get to turn it all loose.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is fielded at the goal line. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
Ready, 15, touchdown. Hatchet.
Right back to him on first down. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And he's going to get this into enemy territory at the 45. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays. They go play action here on first down. Now, I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
I don't care what game it is. Everyone's always looking for an early advantage, an early break, and they almost had one there. That should have been an interception. Nice catch. Just couldn't get his feet down in bounds.
And offensively lucky to have that one back. Oh, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose. And the Bengals grab it. 30. Past the 20. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense.
Yellow. Here I come.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Mahomes. This will be caught by Randy Moss. The 6 yards on the pickup, and it leaves him with a 1st and goal. Looking to throw is Mahomes. They set up the screen to Bo. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. A 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Bengals, they widen their lead. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover him, and you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
The Raiders take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Let's go.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 20.
And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
On 3rd down, Dickerson. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a 1st down as well. Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And he loses the football a 2nd time. And the Bengals have recovered it.
Y'all already know what time it is, huh? Playing skills, you did.
Playing skills.
Ice on the wrist, car on the wrist, hole in the wrist, watch how I flip, watch how I whip, I'm in the whip, hole in the wrist, I never switch, ice on the wrist, car on the wrist, hole in the wrist, watch lobby is lit. You was lit. I gotta get it, I gotta get it. You hate. I make a lot of new money. Not saving shit. Yeah, be liking my flavor, huh? I think it's cause. Ice on the red, car on the red, all on the red. Watch out, please. I never switch, I never switch, I never switch, I never switch. Ice on the wrist, ice on the wrist, ice on the wrist, ice on the wrist, ice on the wrist.
All on my wrist, AOB, just all on. Getting money since I was legit. Ever since I blew, they all on my. Hey, back then, didn't know I exist. Don't touch my cup, you know how I sip. Hey, got your long. Say I made her when I showed out my whip. Hey, spent about 10 on my feet, then hit with the. Back then, used to out the zip. Blow out the back. Got a whole party all on the ship. All these four things pull out the VIP. Suck, turn up, baby, pour out the milk. So you know how I drip. Grip.
Watch out, please. I never switch, I never switch, I never switch, I never switch. Ice on the wrist, 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 car on the wrist, all on the wrist, watch out flip, watch out whip, I'm in the whip, all on the wrist, I never switch.
Down in Mississippi and New Orleans.
for 6. Touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Raiders drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. And his kick is good, but flags come in. Looks like we're going to get a roughing call here on the follow-through. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Ready, ready. 59, Mike. 22, check, Bama. 22, check, Bama. Lunch, 59. Switch ball, 59. You're not wrong. You're not ready. Check 13. Check 13. Oh.
On 1st and 10, here's Vic. He's got Mason complete. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down for the Bears. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Check 37. Out, 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 out. Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Leo, safety's creeping.
Here's Michael Vick. Looking deep downfield. That's caught at the 25. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. What a play that turns out to be, 36 yards.
It's been a long day for you. Switch, switch, switch. Watch the edge. Hump, 64. Weak.
The former Purdue Boilermaker, Raheem Mostert. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. This is Mostert. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Taking it in from the 20 as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Tucker with the extra point, and we are tied at 7.
Justin Tucker set to kick off.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This will be taken short. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And it's a unit last drive that did it all on the ground, Charles.
And they controlled it from the interior. Big on big, right? Offensive lineman versus defensive lineman. But you know, in order to keep the football moving downfield, other people have to get involved as well. Your wide receivers, your tight ends, lead runners, anything that you have possible to get in front and keep the ball moving.
And now the defense may be looking out for a pass coming up. Now, meanwhile, the throw by Vic incomplete. It was knocked away. So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Vic goes play action. Being chased out left. And he goes out right around the 39. Decent gain on the scramble of 6, but now it's 4th.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Here we go. Slam, slam.
Here goes Vic on 4th down. And able to haul it in is Kittle. Not often do 4th down conversions result in 23 yards, but that's the case here. First down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Now here's Vic. Got a man. It's Randy Moss. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Vic to throw it, and nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
Incomplete. Ryan Urlacher there defensively.
Just one tick to go, so this will obviously be the final play of this first quarter. On second down, Dickerson. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. These two teams all tied after one. From the red zone now, Vic on the move to his left. He's going to take off with it. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's second down.
Partner, we talked about this at halftime, but I don't think either one of us expected it to continue. Michael Vick has been bottled up in this game. This defense has done a fantastic job of containing his running ability.
It is so rare. They could never contain him back in the day. Remember 2006 when he set the single-season record with over 1,000 rushing yards.
That was impressive to me because while it was a pass play, they still rallied to the football like they were filling running lanes, and they were able to put the receiver on the ground.
They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at third down here. He can run for it, and he will. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. He'll get 7 yards there on the keeper, but still fourth down. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Now the offense not going anywhere. They're staying out there. They've converted once already on this drive. Here they go again on fourth down. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. So the decision to go for it turns out to be a good one. They get a couple of yards, and as a result, the drive keeps moving. It's now first and goal. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line, second and goal. Now a give, right side, Dickerson. And he's in! Touchdown, Raiders! Taking it in from 4 yards out, and the Raiders have taken the lead. They were able to stop him at the line on first down, but this time he punches his way through.
And sometimes just because you're stopped on the first run, it doesn't mean the play call was bad or incorrect. You might just need better execution and just a tad more determination. And they got it done on the second try.
This is taken near the 13. And not a bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
Now, meanwhile, the throw by Vic incomplete. It was knocked away. With that incompletion, a chance to mention the awards. Now with the season over, Lamar Jackson, as we speculated, he's the MVP, Coach of the Year. John Harbaugh, Lamar's coach. Michael Thomas, Stephon Gilmore, Offensive and Defensive Players of the Year. Offensive and Defensive Rookies of the Year. That went to Kyler Murray and Nick Bosa. And the Comeback Player of the Year, Charles, Ryan Tannehill, no surprise there.
Not to mention the #1 award that the NFL gives out, the one that they give the most, that credence isn't the right word, the most attention to, and the one that they want trumpeted the most. That's the Walter Payton Man of the Year, because that represents the totality of a player in the NFL, not just what they do on the field, but off the field as well. And that goes to Calais Campbell, the defensive tackle for the Jacksonville Jaguars. What a great award. Congratulations, Calais.
Vic now from the 50. This is caught at the 20. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. That one goes for 36 yards. Well, make that now 2 completions for him on this drive, and these aren't ordinary completions. They're big ones.
Yeah, these are the types that make a secondary talk to each other, and not in a good way. Oftentimes pointing fingers. Hey, who's got him? Someone cover him. That type of indecision can open up to even more big plays.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7. Mostert. And he will fight his way in, not giving up. He's got a Bears touchdown. Raheem Mostert with his second touchdown here in this first half, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half.
Justin Tucker set to kick off.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This will be taken very short. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Eluding the pressure right. And going deep. Oh, wide open. Complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. Tyreek Hill, 71 yards. As his guys are able to regain the lead. Well, that's a heck of a regain the lead after we had seen the touchdown to tie the game.
I would say what we just saw there was a great amount of poise, because typically when teams tie the game up, it's a little bit of a, how would you say, you kind of take a step back and have to get yourself regrouped. They regrouped in a hurry, didn't they? They attacked back after they'd been tied.
And in a big way, that was a statement-long touchdown. And here's Vinatieri now to kick it away after the touchdown. This is taken just shy of the 10 here.
Forget the idea of flipping the field. They have now put themselves in a position to score points with that big-time return.
At the 24-yard line.
It's just me and you. It's just me. Jam, 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 jam. Watch twist, watch twist, watch twist. Twist, 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 twist. Check, 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 check. Tight up. Tight up. Check. Same on. Check 9, check 9.
First down, Vic. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10.
I'm coming after you. Mike, check, 59, 59. Go. Let's go, D. Big series right here. You got to step it up. Watch twist.
Throwing again. Vic.
Check out me.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Deion Sanders, the Hall of Famer, with a pick.
And an interception in the end zone for Deion Sanders. That takes me back to, I believe, his last game at Florida State, a Sugar Bowl game against Auburn. The last play of the game, he switched assignments to make sure he was on the top receiver for Auburn and picked off the pass to end the game in the end zone in the Sugar Bowl. Deion Sanders.
So much knowledge in that mind. What a great career Deion Sanders had. 8-time Pro Bowler. Now a quick slant as the throw's complete. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Throwing again on 2nd down. Vic. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. No one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd.
It's 3rd down.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. They'll try the left side. Dickerson. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. And Sanders now to return. It's a 49-yard punt, but subtract 9 there for the return. And the Bears take over.
At their own 49-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. A gain of 6 there on first.
59. Mike's 59. Stay with your man. Mike. Check. 59. I'm going to run you over. Yeah. Run you over.
Looking to throw again on second down. Vick. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield, but that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
To throw, Vick. Flush to his right. He may try and run for this. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. 5 yards on the scramble, and that's enough to pick up the first.
Check. 59. Let's go. You tighten up. You tighten up. Mike's 59. Hey, pick it up, defense. Let's go. He's crazy.
A first down throw coming for Vick. The pressure right. And that is incomplete here. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
No. Off.
On second down, Vick again. Flushed out right. Looking downfield, and that's caught right side. He's got his man. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
First and 10 at the 15-yard line.
Check. 59. Switch. Whip. Go. Watch the whip. Run it.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. That's complete to Sharp. Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half.
That's another Bears first down. First and goal at the 4-yard line.
So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. So, yes, they'll still be down going into intermission, but the deficit is now made even smaller, very manageable.
Yeah, and if nothing haywire happens here in his last couple of precious seconds, they will go into the locker room with a nice bounce in their step, having gotten a little bit closer on the scoreboard.
Tucker now following the made field goal, set to kick it away. Short kick. One of these take it down. And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? This will be taken short.
The Bears take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Set.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works.
Bang, 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 bang. Kill, kill, kill.
Looking to throw on second down. Vick. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Ryan Shazier. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score. So a dangerous pass over the middle into zone coverage, and it bit him hard.
And what's really difficult when you throw it in that direction and versus that zone, that means the linebackers have gotten to their spot, gotten their heads back around, and they can see the quarterback and everything in front of them. And they took big advantage of it, went the other direction, excellent blocking, and picked up a touchdown.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This will be taken very short. And a loose football. And the Raiders pick it up. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return for 6 and a Raider touchdown. So they get the one-score kickoff, get a fumble, take it right back to the house. 2 quick touchdowns within a matter of about 10 seconds on the game clock.
It's like a big 1-2 punch that may lead to a knockout.
Vinatieri connecting on the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. This will be taken short.
The Bears take over first and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
You don't want none. 59. Mike's 59. Push him back. Push him. Check 31.
On first down, Vick. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That's good for 28 yards. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 41.
59. Nice, sweetheart. Neil, slam.
From the gun, Vick. Eluding the pressure right. Now he's going to throw deep right. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. In for the score. And the Bears cut into that lead. So the quarterback drops to throw, looks over, and boom, a guy that wide open. He has to be thinking, wait a minute, this is some kind of a dream. This is too easy.
Yeah, a great dream. One you don't want to wake up from. But for the defense, almost feels like there was a bust in coverage.
Justin Tucker set to kick off.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This will be taken very short. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
Let's go,
At their own 23-yard line.
Buddy up.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively.
Under 10, under 10, 10.
They'll keep it on the ground. Dickerson Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's third down. The good run on first down followed up by a not-so-good run on second down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on third down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
Slam, slam, slam. Undercrunch, undercrunch, undercrunch.
Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
Let's go, defense.
And an alley to run. Give them 12 yards that time and an Oakland first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. They'll run on first down. Dickerson. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
When you think about big-time middle linebackers, you do think about the strength and the force that they play with, as we just saw there from Brian Urlacher. But what an athlete. Remember, he was a safety in college at the University of New Mexico.
And in the NFL Defensive Player of the Year back in 2005, also Bears all-time leading tackler, almost 1,800 of them. They'll keep it on the ground. Dickerson. A gain of 2 there on the heels of a 1-yard pickup on first.
Oh, yeah.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big, big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5 on 3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they're able to just roam and hit.
That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a first down. As well.
First down, Raiders.
And they won't be able to run another play. Time has expired on this third quarter. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. They'll try the left side. Dickerson. The tackle by Brian Dawkins. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. In search of 8 yards on third down. They've already converted 2 of these on this drive, 2 for 2.
Mike's 50, Mike's 50. You ain't going nowhere.
Vic readies to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Defense went 3-4. They got some push from the inside.
And this is something in a 3-4 you don't normally get because the nose tackle who got the sack, he's usually responsible or ends up getting double-teamed and sometimes triple-teamed. How about him working his way back and putting the big guy on the ground?
Throwing, Vic, flush to his right. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. The Raiders try it on 4th down, but to no avail. And this defense is going to get the football back near midfield, right at the 48. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 48.
Tighten up, tighten up. Go, go. 36. Check.
Vic now. Escaping the pressure right. He's got his man on the crossing route. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Here we go. You got 3. 3 down. Zoom. You got tight right there. Switch it. Come on. Check nickel, nickel, nickel.
To throw again on second down. Vick. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Deion Sanders. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. Both defenses have had their struggles, but they've been good enough to get them this lead, and another nice play there to help preserve the lead.
It's been a game of punch-counter-punch, hasn't it? All throughout. But this time, the big swing was taken, and it didn't land. Nice play by them on defense.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete. Randy Moss, the intended receiver, and it's second down.
Watch 52. 52's the mic. I'm on. Watch the safety crease.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. And now a timeout taken here defensively with 2:07 remaining. So they'll also have the stop coming up at the 2-minute warning. The Raiders on third down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. Working out of the gun, Michael Vick. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. On 4th down, Vick. He's going to rifle one deep left side, and that's caught inside the 35.
Y'all already know what time it is, huh? Playing skills, you did, huh?
Playing skills.
Ice on the wrist, car on the wrist, hole on the wrist, watch how I flip, watch how I whip, I'm in the whip, hole on the wrist, I never switch, ice on the wrist, car on the wrist, hole on the wrist, watch how I flip,